Hello everyone, my name is Zard and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be taking a look at set 40632. This is the Aragorn and Arwen BrickHeadz from the BrickHeadz releases for Lord of the Rings, the Gandalf, the Balrog, this, and then the Gollum, and the Frodo being the smallest one. And this is one of the 4 sets now for Lord of the Rings, with the Rivendell set recently revealed, which looks really great. I'm not 100% sure when that comes out. I think it's either March or April, but it looks great. The last time I filmed my Gandalf and Balrog, I hadn't seen that set yet, and I'm really happy with how that set turned out, and I just think it looks really great. So this set has 261 pieces. It's meant for ages 10 and up, and is from Return of the King, so the final Lord of the Rings movie. And I guess what they sort of did here was make one for each film. I'd say the Gandalf and Balrog for the first film, Fellowship of the Ring. I don't know why I just completely blanked on the name there. And then Two Towers for the Gollum and Frodo, I'd say. And then this one, of course, Return of the King, from one of the last scenes, the scene that almost feels like it's about to be the last scene, and then there's like 3 or 4 more after that. I really do enjoy that movie, but that's always one thing that I feel like the movie's about to end, and then there's like 3 or 4 more scenes. I think this is like the first of those 3, 4, or 5 more scenes. So going into this set, I didn't absolutely love the Arwen just because I really liked the outfit when she's going against the Nazgul and she has her sword. And I just thought that outfit was really cool, and I would have preferred to see that as a BrickHeadz, and I really want to see that as a Lego minifigure in hopefully a wave of Lord of the Rings sets later. So first I'll take a look at these BrickHeadz, then I'll take a look at the box, and then give you my final thoughts on this set. So starting with my least favorite of the two, the Arwen, I think this is a good representation of the outfit from the film. I just don't... Comparing it to other outfits from the films, it's not my favorite, but I think it makes sense, especially pairing it with that King, I guess, Aragorn one, which is a really nice one. I really like that crown. The print there is on the forehead is quite nice. It matches up with these pieces nice. And the brown printing there is also quite nice. It does come a bit off instead of being right next to the hairpiece. But overall, I think it's pretty good. I like how the, tiara piece is built. I think it looks nice. I like that printed piece. The dress itself has a bit there's no legs on this one, so it's really quite stuck to that base. I guess you have a silver necklace piece. I believe that was used, or a grill piece being used, and I was wondering why that was placed there. And I think it was a cool part of the build. Overall, I don't think it's an overly interesting one, but I do think it's a good combination of the two, which is why I'll go into it more in my final thoughts, but I feel like this might be the most complete of the set, even though the Gandalf and Balrog really make sense together, so does the Frodo and Gollum. I just think overall this might be my favorite one after building it. So the Aragorn here, I really like Aragorn. I really like his crown there with that printed piece, another printed piece. In the torso area, the cape is nice, the sword piece as well. I like how it continues down on his legs, the coat there. The hair has some decent detailing as well. I like how the crown is built around his head. I like how the beard is built as well. I'm assuming this was the same technique used for the recent Obi-Wan with the Darth Vader. And I really like the Vader in that one. I don't like the Obi-Wan as much, even though I think it's an accurate BrickHeadz. I just don't necessarily love these BrickHeadz, but I did get them for the fact that they were Lord of the Rings. And overall, I think they're pretty good. So I'll take a look at the box now, and then my final thoughts on this set. So here is the box. Arwen and Aragorn are BrickHeadz number 187 and 188. This, of course, you can see the set information. I really like the boxes for these sets with the map of Middle-earth in the back. I think this is some of the best Lego box arts that I've ever seen. I can't remember entirely what the Rivendell box art is like. I'm assuming it's just a black box, 18+. But hopefully, if we do get more sets that, even if they're BrickHeadz, or ideally minifigure sets, that they have this box art, because I think it's really amazing box art, some of the best that I've seen. I think the BrickHeadz are displayed nicely of the Lord of the Rings logo on the side, the other two BrickHeadz sets as well as them presented. They're one of the printed pieces, nothing on that side. And overall, I think it displays the set nicely, and I really like this box art, and I like to see it utilized in some possible minifigure sets. I feel like I'm never going to shut up about that until it actually happens. And now going into it, I just realized that I believe I just did this whole review. I filmed the next part you're going to see before. That doesn't seem right, but looking at it, it's like I added the Arwen piece a bit forward. I'm not 100% sure how that's properly placed. I'm going to have to look at more images to see if I did it wrong or what's going on with the box. But yeah, next I'll just go into my final thoughts on this set. So that was my review of the Aragorn and Arwen BrickHeadz. I think it's a really good set. I think these are like $25, so they're not overly expensive. And I think they're a good way to get some characters. I really hope that these come in minifigure form at some point. I would really like to see that. And especially not just a D2C set that costs $500, $600, $700. I'm not 100% sure how much Rivendell is. I actually think it's the higher end, $700. But overall, I think this is a good set. I like the Arwen, especially that printed piece, and now the colors match together more than I thought I would. I still don't necessarily love the outfit, but I think it of course really fits well with this Aragorn one, which I guess if you wanted to, you could just have done a Fellowship one, but what I'm sort of seeing here is that they made one for each film. I don't know if that was the purpose, but if they weren't attempting to do that, I would have liked to see the outfits from Fellowship of the Ring, even though this Aragorn outfit is probably my favorite one of his. But just so that Arwen outfit would be in it. But enough about that. The BrickHeadz themselves, I think, are pretty good. One thing, just looking at it now, I kind of wish this Nexo Knight's shield piece used one of the metallic silver that you see around the crowns and tiaras. I just wish that was a silver piece. You have the printing there. It's just, the more I look at it, the more I realize it's just that light bluish gray color, and it does stand out a little bit too much. Overall, I don't know, I think this is either my favorite or my second favorite. The Gollum and the Frodo is my least favorite. I just don't think that Gollum looks overly great. Even though I love Gollum, I just wish it looked better. The Balrog is really great and is my favorite one. But the Gandalf, there's just something missing for me. I think it's the hat. And overall, I think these are well done, recreating the outfits, and I think it's overall probably the most complete of the Lord of the Rings BrickHeadz sets. The Gandalf and Balrog, just the hat, I think it's right beside me, and the more I look at it, the more I realize it's just lacking a bit for me. The Balrog is great, and then the Gollum is really lacking in the Frodo and Gollum one. So overall, I think this is the most complete of the Lord of the Rings BrickHeadz sets. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you in the next one, which I guess will be the Frodo and Gollum BrickHeadz. I haven't actually bought that yet, but I will at some point and do a review for it, and hopefully sometime in the future also doing some more Lord of the Rings reviews for maybe some sets with minifigures that aren't D2Cs sometime in the future, and I don't know if I'll ever do a Rivendell review when I do get the set. It's just such a huge set. I'll see when the time comes. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.